With the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's second down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the gun on third, Simeon. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, 78 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's a give to Yeldon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The numbers for Yeldon on the ground last week. 17 carries, 70 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. And
brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. On first down, Smith caught left side by Funchess. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Washington on third and short. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. That one in the books as a 12-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. This is Howard on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Simeon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense. Guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Smith, and an alley to run. And they will stop him short of the marker. Well, there is a flag here, but if this is on the offense, and I think it is, they'll obviously decline it. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A give left side to Howard. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gano out to kick this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something the broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, it's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Simeon now on second down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, this is Howard. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking long for his tight end Reed. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st down, Simeon. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. We have hit halftime. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7th. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here's Smith now on second down. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. Here's Smith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. They are going for it. It's Smith. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied, this stage of the contest, boy. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he's got a new one. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They go with Howard again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From the gun, here's Simeon. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Simeon. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Simeon on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, DeQuell Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They run with Howard, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Simeon. He leads this one for Howard, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back.
T.J. Yeldon. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 75 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. T.J. Yeldon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, it's Simeon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. T.J. Yeldon working his way back out onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Smith now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll try and run some clock with Yeldon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Smith now to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Yeldon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
It's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. He's back to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. They'll look to throw. Steps up, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. To throw. And an alley to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter what.
Yeah, pulling up with the crew. Oh my goodness. Must have done same with the roof. Oh my goodness. You sitting looking stupid on the stoop. Oh my goodness. I would take notes if I were you. Oh my goodness. This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north. Oh my goodness. Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.